So I don't know how familiar you guys are with BookTube, but one of my favorite booktubers goes by Tastic, and she recently started a series called Build a Book, where she is essentially writing a story and taking the internet along for the ride. So every step of the way, she is sharing her progress with her followers, and in her series, she's kind of focusing on specific aspects of stories in her story and discussing them, like I said, with her followers. And that was sort of inspiration for this video. I don't know if you guys have seen a series I used to do called I Envy You. Basically, I was creating K-pop groups of my own and their stories that they would tell. And I don't want to necessarily write about K-pop. That's not what this series is, this different series. But I kind of wanted to use inspiration from K-pop in order to write something, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I thought, why not just do something similar to Build a Book? We will focus on different aspects of stories and how we can use K-pop specifically in order to guide us and inspire us. If that sounds like an interesting idea, I don't know. You guys could tell me that this is a terrible idea and we won't do it. That's fine. But in Kat's in the video that specifically inspired this video, Kat was talking about the three types of plot lines that all stories kind of need, and using them to create log lines, which are sort of like hopefully short elevator pitches for your story. And I thought, why not take quote unquote plot lines from K-pop songs that I like and use them to create log lines, weave them together, create a log line, and then I can share a bunch of those. And if any of them sound interesting, we can think about possibly developing them further. I don't know. So I also thought it would be fun if I share the log line and then pause and you can guess what I pulled from in order to create the log line. That could be interesting. But first of all, we need to talk about the plot lines. Obviously, Kat covered this in more detail, but in case you don't want to watch that video, which I understand, although you should, Kat makes great content. But the three plot lines specifically are an external plot, which is sort of like action, what you think of as the main plot. An internal plot, which is, you need internal conflict, you need a character arc, and then you have an interpersonal plot, which is something going on between characters. So, like I said, I have some log lines. I'm going to share them. You guys can try to guess what I'm pulling from. Some of them are obvious, some of them are less obvious, but hopefully this is somewhat interesting for someone besides me.
So the first one, and I should clarify up front that the way that the internal plot is incorporated is the character is bringing some characteristic of themselves to a toxic extreme, so that's how that's incorporated. But the first one, and I say the speaker in all of these because we're talking about songs. If I were to develop any of these further, I would come up with actual character names. I just haven't gotten that far. So we're going to say the speaker for lack of better phrasing. The first one, the icy speaker throws their body into the darkness, but endures sabotage from a party who doesn't understand its depths. So you can guess what that is. One's a little bit obvious. So the internal plot line is with Icy, and the external plot comes from Shooting Star, and the interpersonal plot comes from Sabotage. And specifically, when I was talking about sabotage, was the idea of not understanding the depths of this sabotage. But I also think that it kind of plays into Shooting Star in an interesting way where, you could not understand the depths of the sabotage, but you could also not understand the depths of the darkness. That's why I paired them together. And then the next one is an unconventional speaker only asks that you watch and do not hurt them as they investigate the mysterious power underneath a contrarian's armor. So that takes from Unforgiven, Ascendio, and Under the Armor. I think you can figure out. I mean, the unconventional speaker comes from Unforgiven, and then the rest of it's kind of obvious. The next one is the speaker rides against what the world wants because greed is free, but their thievery puts their strategy for love in jeopardy. So that's dash, shopper, and strategy. Then I have escaping from danger and into space. The speaker, who is initially secure in their identity, discovers their celebrity, a different ideal. That is Strawberry Rush, identity, and celebrity. The next is entering a world full of warriors where they learn more about their own blood. Despite seeking admiration, the speaker needs some space. And that is, I believe it's pronounced Holshi? Holshi? On my bike and Ascendio. Next is the speaker wants to run for roses but must hide from the warning sun, contemplating what could amount to their perfect goodbye. That's Run for Roses, See That, and Lilac. Next is love must prevail for the speaker to change, but all they have left are wounds and walls. That's Love Wins All, Ascendio again, and Howl. Then we have Their Own Fleet. The speaker faces literal Armageddon, but must figure out what's after like. That's Pirate, Armageddon, and After Like. The last one is with a rebel heart and the aspiration to make people smile. The speaker is totally out of their element, pursuing the Black Mamba. That's Rebel Heart, Smiley, and Black Mamba. Now, I hope some of these interest you. I really could use the feedback on this video in particular. I want to know if you guys want more of this, if you're at all interested. Either way, regular analyses will be going on in the meantime. But like I said, I would love feedback. I might continue this, I might not, depending on if you guys enjoyed this. But either way, I would really like it if you stuck around. I'm really enjoying making content again, and that is a great thing to feel right now. So yeah, thank you. Please stick around. Hopefully, yeah, thank you.